My name is Joe, and this is Sierra Specialty Auto. Welcome to the shop. I am a member of the YouTube Machinist group on Facebook, and this year the moderator, John Creasy, decided to do for the second year a secret Santa gift exchange. I signed up for it, but very late, along with another fellow who signed up very late. So we ended up getting assigned to each other, and since the rest of the random assignments had already been made, we ended up being aware that we were assigned to each other. So I put together a package and sent to Samuel Kaufman in Memphis, Tennessee, and he put together a package and sent it to me. No thanks to the post office, it took a tremendously long time to get here, but it finally did arrive, and it's time to go take a look at it. Here is Samuel's box. The post office didn't take very good care of it. It's ripped, torn here. Doesn't appear to be a large enough hole to let anything out. We'll hope that's the case. Something in here is liquid. We do note that the package was received in damaged condition. I think I'm supposed to initial there, but I wasn't asked to initial, so we'll just have to hope for the best here. Now, a box like this is important. Person wants to be careful opening a box like this. Person wants to build a plan and then work to that plan. So I've been considering this question, how to get into this box, thinking about how to remove the top. In the machine shop, people have resources sometimes. This is Edward Hoffman's book about setup reduction through effective work holding. So I'm going to spend a few minutes studying this book to get some ideas on the best way to set this job up and the best plan to gain access to the contents of this box. So I'm going to go study for a few minutes. I'll be back with you. With the help of information from the Hoffman book on fixturing, I've devised a plan to secure the workpiece. I am recently have developed a fondness for slitting saws. I've acquired a couple, used them successfully in a couple of recent jobs, so I'm going to use this nice new 1/8 inch by 4 brand new slitting saw. I'm going to apply that to this job and see if it won't work for me. Of course, the fixturing should be accurate. This is not a very accurate backstop, but it's the best I've got at the moment, just a piece of aluminum angle. It has a belly in it, but I do have it indicated fairly well from end to end. We have about a 3/1000 belly in it, which drops back off to 0 at the other end. So that's about as good as I'm going to get with this equipment. I think it'll be accurate enough for this job that we're going to do here. I don't believe that plus or minus 3/1000 will keep the job from being a success. So let me get a little more of this set up and we'll get back. I have fixtured the workpiece with advice from the textbook. I've secured it with hardware that I believe will be adequate to the job. I've already touched off and set a depth of cut of 250 thousandths of an inch. Our spindle speed is going to be, I'm going to crank that up a bit after I start the machine, going to be about 300 RPM, and our feed rate will be 7 inches per minute. The first cut went well. Now we're set for the second cut. I've brought the camera around to the front of the mill so the viewers can judge for themselves whether the work holding might be considered adequate. We're set up for the fourth and final cut. That completes the machining part of the access operation. I don't remember whether I thought to mention that I did have some drag set on the X-axis travel lock to prevent any incidents from the climb milling, to control the table motion so that this cutter did not dig in during the climb milling. We will break this setup down now and go back to the roll-around cart. All right, time to lift the lid, start digging in this box and see what Santa Claus brought me. A little bit of remaining attachment here. Some issues involved in machining this type of material. I believe the technical engineering term is squishiness. This box is squishy. So we have wrapping paper, and I noticed this peeking out. This is old paper. Look at this phone number here, Plaza 7. 5467. Now, how long has it been since the phone numbers had a two-letter prefix? That's been a while. All right. So we have, this is the liquid. Aha, look at that, Dicam layout fluid. Now, I do not have any Dicam. I have been making do with a blue Sharpie, which works for small jobs, but this is nice. I'm going to enjoy having this. I've been using this on bigger jobs than is really convenient. So that's cool. And we have a tool. This would appear to be, well, I'm not quite sure. Looks almost like a tool holder for a lantern tool post, This swivel with set screws would allow for the use of different size bits. Probably looks like 1/4 inch and 5/16. I don't know. This looks like an expansion joint here, and this screw controls the joint. I'm going to hope there's a note in here from Samuel. Otherwise, we're going to have to go to the Machinist forum, the YouTube Machinist group, and see what in the world this is. I do not, off top of my head, I do not identify the exact purpose of this, other than the possibility that this is for high-speed steel tooling. Let's see what else is in here. Well, this is definitely a lantern tool holder, Armstrong. That's a big mama. That's almost big enough to hang on the wall and look at just for shop art, like yard art. And another one a little bit smaller. These are one size apart, whatever the sizes are. That's cool. I don't have any lantern tool holders, Samuel, but this is fun to have. This is fun to look at. It's neat. If I ever get a shaper, which is on my long-term wish list, I will definitely be able to make use of those. And there's one more item in here. We have, look at that. That is a handmade metal rose. That's a work of art. That's beautiful. I'm going to give this to my wife. She's going to love this. We have some other handmade, what we call yard art, because it's out in the yard. Not nearly as finely crafted as this, but in the same general vein. This is unique, and I like it. Samuel, you did a great job. You got to me with, I think, a better package than I sent to you. So I want to thank you very much. I appreciate the heck out of it. Let's wrap this up and get some of this mess cleaned up. And Samuel, I'll meet you over on the YouTube Machinist group, and we'll talk about this some more. Again, thank you very much. This is a lot of fun. I'm sure glad that we got a chance to participate this year. I'm going to call this a spring threading tool. It bears a very strong resemblance to this drawing of the Armstrong threading tool from a 1947 Armstrong catalog. This appears to be a manufactured item, but I cannot find any identification at all on it.
Thank you, Samuel, for the lovely and artistic rose. It's absolutely beautiful.